Hey guys, and welcome back to Dicing with Death, where we are making a new character for Ryan.
Dicing with death, and death is winning.
Yes, yes it is.
Um, we will be rolling stats 3d6 straight down the line. Boo!
Good way.
Yeah, it makes it more exciting, and then when you get a good stat, it's much more rewarding. One of these days, you will get to see us make some super characters. Potentially, Neal's marathon stream instead of typical Dicing with Death. We'll do some fun D&D.
Yeah, something has happened, and my overlays are now all fucked up.
Ryan should make a centaur. Neal's played a centaur before. That could climb ladders.
Climb ropes.
Climb ropes.
Yeah.
Are you... What's the problem?
I don't know, but something happened and I'm fixing it.
See these dice?
I can't see the rolls, but I mean, you can just roll them. You don't have to put them on camera. On camera's better, but don't worry about it if you can't.
Work.
I mean, yeah, do as you please. Right now, we just see your hand in your crotch, though.
Are those legible at all?
Yeah, can you bring them further out because the overlay kind of covers up the bottom part of your screen? Yeah. More.
Further out?
Yeah, further towards your crotch. There we go. Those can be seen now.
Okay. Need a piece of paper. 632 is an 11. I don't have paper.
All right, I will keep track of them. 11.
Can? Okay.
Yeah.
11. 13.
13.
Dex. Motherfucker! 18 con.
Are you serious?
Yeah, what was my first one?
11, 13, 18.
11, 13, 18.
18 con. Woo!
Told you it would happen, chat.
Minotaur. You should get a Minotaur or something.
Ooh, that's not bad. 14 intel.
14 intel.
A pretty cool specialist. I don't know what the con does in terms of wizard specialists. 11 will.
11 willpower.
Ouch. 6 charisma.
6 charisma.
And 10 perception.
10 perception. Do you want to roll hotness and or grub skill now, or do you want to wait later and then do those?
I feel like they're much less relevant, but sure, I'll roll them now.
I mean, it's your call. That's hotness.
12 hotness. Ouch. 6 grub skill.
Do you want to roll sexual alignment?
Skill. I don't care about sexual alignment right now.
Okay, well then don't care about sexual alignment.
Well, let's take a look at that. Wizard. That could be interesting. I think 18 con, though, is high enough that you're almost better off as a...
Yeah, because only fighters get the +2, anything beyond +2 to HP.
What was my willpower? Why don't I get that character sheet? Write this down.
Strength, X, Con, Intel. Will is 11. It goes 11, 13, 18, 14, 11, 6, 10. There we go. Now the overlays are fixed.
Get around to playing an evil character.
Yes?
I'm going to play a dwarf.
Because you get a +1 to Con?
Yes. And I may be a dwarf fighter priest. Or maybe just a fighter. I'm thinking they've been suggesting all this evil paladin. So I'll homebrew a evil paladin.
19 Con gives you a +1 to poison save, but no regeneration. Regeneration comes at 20.
Bastards. Alright.
But you do get a +5 to your HP roll. Your charisma is 6. You can't play an evil paladin with 6 charisma, but maybe
you can play paladin.
Oh, just like a.
I mean, like homebrew paladin. I know I can't play paladin.
Okay. But a fighter cleric is what you're looking for.
Probably. We'll see. Okay. The stats, were they in Skype or were you just?
Oh no, I was just writing them down here. I will paste them in the Skypes for you.
They want a wizard.
No, you don't want a wizard. Not with a 19 con.
Wizard would be fun. Those are really fun to do long-term campaigns, but
Yeah, 14 Intel Wizard. You've had an 18 in your con. You should absolutely, if you're not playing a fighter, you're not taking advantage of your cool stats. And 6 Charisma is great, because dwarves get -1 to Charisma checks, don't they? To Charisma?
Oh, they -1 to Dex, don't they?
I don't know. Dwarves get -1 to Charisma, not Dex.
Really?
Yes.
I'm just an ugly. I think he's just going to be a disgruntled, unfriendly. Yeah. Dwarves get -1 to charisma?
Yes. Dwarves cannot be wizards, so he cannot multi-class fighter wizard.
Yeah.
As a dwarf.
Okay.
Um.
So, I don't know how. In the world of Solemn, what do you have as subraces for dwarves? Like, I don't know that I necessarily need. I don't know what a Duragari
I don't
is.
have a subrace for dwarves.
So, I mean, he's certainly like a fallen, banished dwarfy type.
Okay. That's fine. I mean, I don't just...
So 19 con and 5 charisma.
So 19 con as a dwarf gives you +5 to your saving throw against poison. In addition to the +1 from your con score, so you get a +6 to your all poison saves.
So what was my grub skill? It was, shit.
6.
So maybe, so he can, never gets food poisoning, but he just does not enjoy the finer things in life.
Right.
Can't tell the difference between...
I think dwarves should get a +1 to grub skill, though. That seems like a proper racial trait. And maybe a -1 to hotness.
What was my hotness?
12.
12, so it should be 11.
11 hotness, 7 grub skill. That makes sense to me.
Okay.
By nature, dwarves are non-magical and never use magical spells. Pre-spells are, however, allowed. This gives bonus to dwarves saving throws against attacks from magical wands, rods, stabs, and spells. This bonus is +1 for every 3.5 points. And the same for poison, too. I know it's the same for poison, even though I can't see where it says it. Also, because of their non-magical nature, however, dwarves... Ooh!
Something I was beeping at Skype or something. Dial pad. No, thank you.
Dwarves have trouble using magical items. All magical items that are not specially suited to the dwarven to the character's class have a 20% chance to malfunction when used by a dwarf. Okay.
So do you like the idea of a fighter priest?
Yeah.
I mean, take a long ass time to level up, but
yeah, as long as you don't mind taking a long time to level up, a fighter priest is absolutely acceptable. It's actually been a very long time since we played with a multi-classed character.
Yeah.
A very long time.
+5 to HP. Damn. 100% red survival. Not that really matters. What is System Shock even for?
I don't know. Polymorph stuff. Percentage chance to survive magical effects that reshapes or ages his body. Petrification, polymorph, magical aging, etc. Oh, so every time you magically age, you need to make a system shock check. Wow, I did not realize that.
To resist it or to not die?
To not die.
Really?
That changes things a lot.
It does.
Haste becomes much scarier. Haste?
Does that age you?
Ages you a year.
Oh, wow. When you cast it?
Yeah. Well, whoever it's cast upon gets aged a year.
Shit.
What?
There's spell failure at 11. What does that mean? Is that every time you cast it or every time you memorize it?
Cast it. 10% chance for spell failure.
Okay.
Okay.
The number is... Spells expended and has absolutely no effect. Dang.
The multi-class character always uses the most favorable combat value and the best saving throw from his different classes. So you get attack bonuses as per fighter, saving throws as... whatever. Character's hit points are the average of his dice rolls. When a character is first created, the player rolls hit points for the classes separately, totals them up, then divides the number.
Let me double check with the con.
Any con bonus is then added to the character's hit points.
So is that going to be divided between?
No, the +5 will go straight. Yeah. So your +5 con bonus is fine, but you will roll d10 plus d8 and divide it by 2.
So d10 plus d8 divided by 2.
Yeah, and then if when your fighter or when your priest rolls up, then you'll add d8 divided by 2.
Plus 2 and then plus 3 when I'm level up as a warrior. Something like that.
Yeah.
Sure.
If the optional proficiency system is used, the character starts with the largest number of proficiency slots of the different classes. Thereafter, he gains new proficiency slots at the fastest of the given rates. To determine the character's initial money, roll according to the most generous of the character's different classes.
Surprise adjustment. No.
Multi-class warrior can use all of his abilities without restriction. The warrior abilities form the base for other character classes. Regardless of other classes, the multi-classed priest must abide by the weapon restrictions of his mythos. Thus, a fighter cleric can only use bludgeoning weapons, but uses the warrior combat value. He retains all his normal priest abilities.
Okay.
Okay. Cool.
%, spell failure is going to be a bitch. But I'll probably mostly be using it to heal myself. Be using my spells.
Multi-classed characters cannot specialize.
But I can do expertise.
Yeah.
Or whatever. To get bonus tax per round.
What?
Absolutely. Combat tactics. Special. I don't know if it's expertise or finesse. I think it's expertise. And I think maybe even.
It's available to non-fighters. Regular weapons specialization is only available to single-class fighters, but weapon expertise can be learned by paladins, rangers, and multi-class fighters. There's no reason a single-class fighter couldn't learn expertise instead of specialization, but expertise is just as expensive as specialization and isn't as good. Weapon expertise allows a character to gain extra attacks if he or she were a weapon specialist. At first level on expertise with the longsword gets to attack 3 times per 2 rounds. Weapon expertise also allows the use of any unusual weapon properties reserved for specialist use. Weapon expertise does not grant the character extra attack or damage bonuses as weapon specialization does. Okay. Okay, so that's fine. You can totally get that. You sure you don't want to go the Minotaur fighter route?
That's. I don't know if we want to do that. That just. No. Well, I mean.
I know the temptation. I see it in your face.
But do you really want to go down that road with me just being Minotaur Smash?
No, probably not. I'm happy with you as doing this.
I mean, he's going to be like a deep dwarf type. I don't know, like a dark dwarf kind of thing. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if that's even a thing in your world.
No, I mean, there's evil dwarves, but they're not a subrace.
Yeah. White hair.
And
dark, ruddy brown skin. an outcast of his people. So, I think my main weapon will be a warhammer, and I'm hoping to be more on the.
Warhammer sucks.
Do they? Should I
It's
pick it up?
D4 plus 1 damage.
That's stupid.
Yes.
All right, so badass bludgeoning weapon. Should I stick with the?
Well, you don't. If you, I guess you can be a priest of a specific mythos and use non-bludgeoning, but I can't think of anything that would be axe based.
You mean a mythos that would be axe based?
Yeah.
I mean, he's gonna be evil, but I'll probably. I mean, I'll pick like a mace or a flail or something. And I will, yeah. Big ass shield. Kind of weak, so I don't know how heavy of armor I can go, but we'll see.
Maybe John would allow you to use an axe.
I don't know what that is.
Son of Nerul, the governor of organized nature, crops, gardens, farms, etc. He has a fondness for corn and a flamboyant personality.
That does not sound like my character at all. I'm like,
yeah.
Yeah.
So you can be a generalist cleric for evil gods, or you can have a specific god that you worship.
Where's that list again? The gods of religion. I mean, it would probably be someone like. I'm thinking like a. What is lawful evil? So that's like. I don't know. Holding the evil status quo.
I mean, like Darth Vader trying to like conquer the world and rule it. You know.
Yeah. I don't know. Alignment's stupid. Oh, I guess if you're worshiping God. I mean, I think it'd be more along the lines of a Verasi.
Death and destruction.
Yeah.
Minotaur, +2 strength, +2 con. That would give you 20 con.
And
you would have regeneration.
It's so tempting, but I don't think we want to go there.
I don't think we want to go there at all.
Alfara.
God, that'd be awful.
Anger, wrath, vengeance, jealousy. That's pretty badass.
Minotaur has natural AC of 14. You get a +6 to your HP at first level. You get a 2d6 headbutt.
That's so OP. Fear. You got a lot of cool evil gods. All right, let's see.
You get infravision.
Minotaurs?
Yeah.
I thought you homeruled, but you don't.
No, I wouldn't use them. I would say no Minotaur. Hard to surprise. Your keen sense makes it very difficult to surprise them. Character receive +2 bonus on all surprise checks. MNOZ. Your sense of smell is so accurate that you can track as per the tracking proficiency with a 50% chance of success. Minotaurs have the unique power of immunity to maze spells due to their familiarity with labyrinths and other such places. Minotaurs enjoy a +3 saving throw bonus versus fear spells. But you would be considered size large, which permits you to wield large weapons single-handedly.
Yeah, it's pretty absurd.
But you also take large damage. +2 to strength and con, -2 to wisdom and charisma. So you'd have 4 charisma as the Minotaur.
I'm not gonna play a Minotaur. What does chat have to say about that?
Oh, they're begging you to play Minotaur.
Do we really? I'm already liking my character as
No. Play the dwarf. Play the dwarven fighter cleric. The Minotaur has short-term entertainment value. The Minotaur will be fun for like 2 sessions as he just like crushes through everything. But then as soon as it comes to any sort of like negotiation or talking, he's going to be completely useless with 4 charisma. Like he will make enemies the game will be hack and slash the entire way through. There will be nothing there will be nothing more to the game other than like destroying things,
Yeah, we'll save
which
it for a few weeks.
which is fun for a few hours, and then you're like, okay,
Most of them
I'm tired of this guy destroying everything.
are not all that great, actually. Or they're heavy as shit. Mace. Maul's cool, but it's two-handed. So Footman's Flail is size large. Horseman's Flail is basically the same stats as a Warhammer. Hammer can be thrown. Did you have any recommendations for
weapon? I think it would be interesting if you just size large weapon, because with the critical hits table, size large weapons do 2d6 severity.
Yeah, I was imagining him with a huge ass shield and like a shield specialization.
I also introduced a variety of non-standard combat attacks, which we can use for this campaign.
Mm-hmm.
One of them is like, I think I called it crushing blow or something, where you roll to hit, you incur an attack of opportunity, you get you lose your dex and shield bonuses for that round. But when you hit, you do half damage and it's an automatic critical hit. So with a large weapon, crushing blow is particularly useful. Are dwarves size S or size M?
Size medium,
Okay.
right?
I think so. Dwarf, S to M. Mounted dwarves are size medium. Okay.
So
Yeah,
medium.
we'll just say your size medium.
Okay. Alright, I still haven't picked my weapons. Let's do proficiencies and stuff. I just figure out how many I have each. I got it. It's gonna be the opposite problem with Barrel. 4 languages.
You don't have to speak them all to start.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm warming all those bonus proficiencies. So I get the most of each, right? So I get 4 weapon as a warrior, and I get the 4 non-weapon as the priest, correct?
I believe so.
Plus,
Let me double check though. When you average your hit points, fractions round down. By the way.
if you want to do that, what I was doing, at least for the NPCs that I rolled, is I would keep track of the fractions.
Yeah, that makes more sense to me.
And when they finally add up to a whole, so round down, but when they total to a whole number after several levels.
Yeah.
Keep
that
track.
Makes sense to me.
Is that cool?
Yeah, that's fine. The character starts with the largest number of proficiency slots of the different classes. Thereafter, he gains new proficiency slots at the fastest of the given rates. Yeah, so you get 4 from fighter, 4 from priest. And then your fighter, I think you get a new weapon and novel weapon at every 3 levels.
Mm-hmm. Sledgehammer is size medium. Oh no, it requires 2 hands regardless. +1. I think I'm just gonna go with the flail. It's D4+1, D4+1.
D4 plus 1, D4 plus 1.
Mace, D6+1, D6. I mean, I guess I could go two-handed, but I kind of wanted a shield for the AC.
With your +5 hit points, you wanted a shield for the AC?
I think Morningstar is the way to go. Bludgeoning / piercing. Can the priest use a Morningstar?
If you're an evil priest, I'll allow it.
That's 2d4, d6+1.
Yeah.
It's lucky as fuck.
Um. It's like the exact opposite of a footman's flail, which is
What?
d6. A footman's flail is d6 plus 1 / 2d4, and a morning star is 2d4 / d6 plus 1. You could do a great club, size large, 2d4 / d6 plus 1. Oh, but you wanted a size medium so you could have a shield. That's right.
What's my plan? So there's a footman's mace, horseman's flail. Warhammer.
Ew.
Seriously, Aaron, you're gonna ew at me at that?
The bodily fluid doesn't.
But you live with Ryan. You must hear way more awful things all the time. Where did we find those Knights of Dekesis rules?
I don't remember.
They were in one of the Dragonlance books.
Dragonlance books, yeah. I don't remember which one.
You know what? It might have been Dragons of Summer Flame. Let me go see if I can find it.
We're not going to do that, are we?
No. I'm just curious. Hold on.
For chat's interest, one time we played as Minotaurs. Minotaur Knights of Dekesis. So they had +2 strength, +2 con. I think two of the characters had, maybe one of the fighters had 20 strength, the other had 20 con. And then I think I was some sort of evil priest Minotaur. Slaying dragons by like level 4. Got stupid quick.
No, I can't find it. I'm gonna Google it.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean,
It was
sorry.
presented in the Next Generation novel. That's what it was.
Okay. Wondering maybe. Well, yeah. Still having trouble deciding on a weapon.
Go with the larger size over the shield.
Yeah, yeah. All right, probably a maul then.
What's maul damage?
2d4, d10.
Yeah, that sounds great. Do them all.
Or footman's flip. No. Big ass hammer.
Yeah, just a big ass hammer.
And
2d4, d10. That's great. The weapon speed is going to be a little bit slow, 8, but
I'll take two-handed weapon fighting though.
oh, that increases your weapon speed.
By 3, yeah.
Okay. All right. All right.
And what else should I take?
Let's see.
It's the most common.
Two-handed weapon. Characters who specialize in two-handed weapon style. She increases the speed of her weapon by 1 category. If you're not using the new initiative rules presented in Chapter 1, the speed factor drops by 3. There are few weapons that can't normally be employed one-handed or two-handed. These are notable, blah, blah, blah. The variety of weapons that are normally used one-handed but can be used two-handed. In addition, the two-handed style specialist grants a +1 to damage rolls when using a one-handed weapon in 2 hands. Okay. So your speed goes from 8 to 5, which is great because that's like longsword speed.
Yep.
And you're going to get expertise for that weapon.
Mm-hmm.
So then you have 1 more weapon slot available.
Yeah, plus all those intel slots.
Plus the intel slots, which you can use however you want. Okay, guys, we're not playing 2.5. There is no such thing as 2.5. I don't know how this happened. I think JP misunderstood something once long ago, like when we were first doing roleplay, and put 2.5 for the edition. There is no such thing as 2.5. There is second edition. There is no such thing as 2.5 edition. We are using some of the rules from the player's options, mostly just the critical hit rules. In fact, we're only using the critical hit
And bonus
rules.
weapons, and then all the extra specializations and stuff.
Okay, critical hits and specialization and extra weapons, but that we're not using the player's option stuff. Like we're not using character points. We're not using the new combat rounds or anything like that. We are playing second edition.
Have you
Just
looked at
2E.
any of these weird talents and shit? Any of the specialization combat tactics? Like all the weird like endurance and like iron will. And,
Oh no, let's not do that stuff. That stuff is dumb. I feel like it makes PCs OP.
all right. I'm gonna take a. I think I'll just take a club.
Yeah.
As my next weapon, as my spare weapon. I probably won't even carry a club.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably more just if I need to make a makeshift weapon. Is that separate from Great Club, or they're probably in the same category or something like that, or the same type group or whatever?
Yeah. The core rulebooks were slightly revised and a series of player options manuals released as optional core rulebooks. Although still referred to by TSR as second edition, the revisions were seen by some fans as a distinct edition of the game and sometimes referred to as AD&D 2.5. Great, but we're not using the player's option. We're using about one third of one of the player's
It's
options
second edition
books.
homebrew.
Yeah, we're using 1/3 of 1/3 of the player option, so 1/6 of 2.5. So 0.5 times 1/6 So this is D&D 2.0833333333 forever and ever and ever. You can just call it 2.Neal or 2.Ryan or just 2.0. Just 2E. Just call it 2E. Yeah, 2.5 is a thing, I guess. Apparently.
It's yeah.
Well done. Oh my god, I'm so bad with names. Actili? Actili? Actili.
I guess let's roll for HP.
So D10 plus D8 divided by 2 plus...
Yeah. Can we? Fuck it. Can I just roll off camera and tell you?
Yeah. You can also just roll a D9 on camera if you want.
Oh, money! 7 and an 8. So 7 on my D10, 8 on my priest. That is a total of 15.
Divided by 2 is
It is
7.5.
yeah.
Plus
Plus
5. Oh my god.
5.5 HP. I'm going to record that as 12.5 so that when it yeah.
That's fine. It's fine.
And then so next level, hopefully I'll get that extra 0.5 or whatever.
$2.9. Nice.
So it sounded like I can just switch between saving throws as they pass each other.
Yeah.
It was never my original understanding, but that's what it sounded like to me.
You get to pick and choose your saving throws.
And I can't pick. I have to choose either all priest or all warrior. I can't.
No. I think you get to pick one from warrior, one from priest, one from warrior, one from priest. That's how I read it.
Dang. I think at this point the priests are all better.
Really?
Yeah, priests. Eventually, warriors catch up. Maybe.
Oh yeah, priests are better to start.
Priests pretty much always have best saving throws. Wizards maybe eventually get better save versus spell. Actually, wizards have pretty good saving throws too, but they don't go up very fast. What is with that? I'll have to look up the dwarf abilities over the next week, but there was something about bonus saving throws as dwarves. Is that just a poison?
It's to spells, rods, stabs, wands, and poison. And for your 19...
All based on con?
All based on con. For your 19 con, you get plus 5 to those.
So I have 10 saving throw versus spell at level 1. 9 rod stabs versus 1. So I get total plus 6 save versus poison.
Yes.
So I have a saving throw versus poison of 4.
Yes.
Level 1.
Yes.
Just try and poison me.
OP motherfucker. 19 con. My god. My god. Yeah, and priest saving throws are better until your fighter hits like level 7.
Mm-hmm.
And at that point, your breath weapon save gets better. At level 12, your breath weapon's still better. Oops. I'm sorry, at level 12, your paralyzation and poison and breath weapon are all better. And spell is better. As a fighter. At 16, fighter saves are better than priest saves across the board, except they're tied for PPD. Jesus, you are so OP.
What is running proficiency? Is that any good?
No, it's long distance running. You can run for a day or whatever.
I mean, it might help as slow as I am.
Alright.
Yeah.
For those of you that had to dip out for a while, what was my name? Desmond the Dashing died, as expected. Ryan rolled a new character. It is a multi-classed fighter cleric, a dwarf. with the following stats: 11 strength, 13 dex, 19 con, with giving the dwarves +1 to con, 14 willpower, 11 intelligence, 5 charisma, 10 perception, 11 hotness, and 7 grub skill. Hotness and grub skill are non-core stats.
Hold on a sec. I had 14 intel, 11 willpower, correct?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to use a lot of these. I think I'm going to be a blacksmith, maybe a weaponsmith.
Weaponsmith does take 3, but you can do it.
I have 4 plus my 4 language slots. I got a shit ton of proficiencies to work through. Well, weaponsmith or blacksmith? Or armor, or...
Mm.
I should probably take reading and writing.
Probably take reading and writing.
Not very many con-based proficiencies.
No.
It's endurance and running.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Yep. What's the difference between endurance and running? Character with the endurance proficiency is able to perform continual strength physical activities for twice as long as normal characters before becoming subject to the effects of fatigue and exhaustion. In those cases where extreme endurance is required, a successful proficiency check must be made. This proficiency does not enable a character to spend the length of time that he can remain unaffected by a lack of food or water. Okay. Cool. And running. Character can move at twice his normal movement rate for a day. At the end of the day, he must sleep for 8 hours. After the first day's movement, the character must make a roll proficiency check for success. If the roll succeeds, the character can continue his running movement the next day. If the die roll fails, the character cannot use his running ability the next day. If involved in a battle during the day he spent running, he suffers a -1 penalty to his attack rolls. So if you combine endurance and running, I would say you can run for 1 day, sleep for 8 hours, roll for another day, sleep for 8 hours, and then have to make a proficiency check.
That's pretty awesome. But I'm thinking I do want to be some kind of armorer. Or should I be a marathon man?
Marathon Man the Dwarf. He just keeps going and going and going and going and going. All the dwarven women love him.
Oh, wow.
That endurance proficiency is starting to look pretty good now, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Con does not affect armor smithing, Mr. Wigwig.
No. I could do endurance, running, and armor smithing. I would not be a weaponsmither.
Could you do all of those?
Yeah, I have 6 slots left.
Okay, so armor takes 2, endurance takes 2, and running takes 1.
Mm-hmm.
What did you spend slots on already?
Reading and writing. So I start with 4. I have my 4 languages.
Oh, 4 and 4 languages?
Yeah.
So you have 8. So you've only spent 1, so you have 7 left.
I have common and dwarven to learn.
Oh, okay.
Each kind has their own proficiency. Knowing how to read is stupid.
For those of you that may not have seen the earlier part of today's show, Ryan's character died. Neal made a character, his character died. So now we're on to Ryan's new character.
It's never going to die.
Now Ryan's playing again. And he's got 19 constitution, which gives him a +5 to hit points. And he's a multi-classed fighter cleric. Yeah. It was not a rape dungeon. Chat. There's no rape dungeon.
Filled me with his quarrels in his rape dungeon.
No, don't do that to me, Ryan.
What, do priests have any cool proficiencies? Herbalism, healing. Boring.
Oh, shit. Camera Flump, are you watching? Are you watching Camera Flump? Because I can't talk to you in Skype right now. What edition of Photoshop are you using, Camera Flump? Because when I try and open the PSD you sent me, I get these errors that say non-compatible, blah, blah, blah. Do you want to flatten layers in order to make them compatible? Guys, stop talking about the rape dungeon. There was no rape dungeon.
Why does running take... Oh, it's only one proficiency slot.
CS6. Okay. I'm on CS4 still. Cool. Thanks, Camera. You are the best.
Weaponsmithing is a lot of slots.
Yeah, weaponsmithing is 3 slots.
All right. I have 1 slot left. I'm going to be an armorer. Armorer. Not a weaponsmith. But dwarven armorers are pretty badass, aren't they? I can make badass boulet armor. +3.
Yeah, you can. Did you know? Do you know that because you recently saw the stuff with the boulet?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
To be honest, I always flipped over that character, that monster in the Monsters Manual because it looked so dumb.
So did I, but...
Derp, a land shark.
One day I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna oh wow, this thing's pretty nasty. Holy shit, it's huge. Fuck it. Kill everyone with it.
I don't know if I should have just general blacksmithing. Or something else random. Any recommendations, Mr. Neal? Brewing. I could brew.
You know this game very well. Your character's already OP. I am not helping you make them more OP. Holy crap. So what you guys can't see is that Camera made us an amazing overlay for Koibu's calendar. We had one before that was okay. It was pretty good. Then someone from chat made me a really cool one. And I told Camera that his overlay got overruled by one from chat. And so Camera comes back and makes this like badass Koibu's calendar overlay, which is super fucking sick. So, yeah. There you go. That's why I'm looking at this stuff. In fact, we're going to give you a quick preview of it right now. Oh my god. If I can find out how to show you. Here we go. There it is. It's a pretty sweet overlay. I'm pretty pleased with it. So if you guys ever need to hire someone to do graphic artwork for you, I highly recommend Camera He is the shit.
Where's the new overlay? Oh, where's the new overlay?
I showed it on stream. It's on stream right now if you're looking at it right now, this second. It's only going to be there for 5 seconds.
Oh. Schwanky.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, he's good. Need to make him a rape dungeon overlay. No rape dungeon overlay, please, please. Oh god. For those of you who may not be from America, the shit is actually a compliment. Saying someone is the shit is is a compliment. It's not an insult. I don't know why, but it is.
The shit. Maybe I should take mountaineering.
I think it comes from slang being like, oh, that's the good shit, man. Yeah. So to be the shit, you know, you don't even have to say good. It's like, no, that's the shit. It's a high compliment. No, no, camera flump, do not make a rape with Koibu overlay. No, we do not need this. I still want to be able to run for public office one day, okay?
Languages spoken. Common dwarven.
Yes, it's like how the dog's bollocks is a compliment in the UK. You wouldn't say, oh, he's the bollocks. That would probably be kind of insulting, but to say, oh, he's the dog's bollocks would be great. Lowered expectations with Koibu? No. No. Don't say your shit. Your shit is bad. Your the shit becomes amazing, but to say your shit is awful. You are shit? No, 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 no. That's a big insult. You are the shit? Big compliment. Huge difference. Huge difference. That one article makes all the difference in the world.
Still have one proficiency slot that I'm mulling over. I'm going to go ahead and roll for money, though, and buy some shit.
She means yes with Koibu? Oh god, no, no, no. No, don't do that. No. No, 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 no. Please? Please?
My character's name is Balrog Blacksteel.
Ooh.
Alliteration names are best.
Balrog Blacksteel. You're the shittiest is also an insult, but you're the shit is still good.
All right. Why do warriors start with so much money?
Because they need it to buy their equipment.
I guess that makes sense.
Also, it's probably the most lucrative thing at low levels.
I don't have enough.
Ooh, playing Diablo 3. I'm going to be playing Diablo 3 on our next marathon.
Really?
Because I haven't played it at all. I've never touched it.
Oh, hell yeah. I'll reinstall that shit and
We'll D3 together?
Yeah, Hank the Barbarian can show you the ropes.
Hank the Barbarian.
I don't have enough dice to roll all my money. It's only spent 44s.
Alright. Well, if we play, I'm going to make a barbarian and call him Kevin Sorbo.
That's not bad. 4, 1, 3, 4. So is it 8?
No, that's great.
And I still have one more d4 to roll. 8, 11, so it's 12. It's 2. It's 14. 140 gold.
Yeah.
Might be able to buy some real armor with that.
Yeah.
Maul costs 4 GP. Alright.
The 90-hour marathon stream begins on February 21st. It's a Friday at 6 p.m. Pacific time. We will do. We will start. What do you call it? Roll call at 7 p.m. Pacific time. And for the first day, we'll just do roll call once every 4 hours or so. For the second day, we'll do roll call once every 2 hours or so. Day 3 and onward, we will do roll call hourly. Ish. Is ROS out yet for D3?
I haven't followed any of these updates for Warcraft 3. I
Neither have
stayed to level
I.
60 and then they released all these goofy Paragon classes, and I was like, too much.
Hmm. Where's the expansion?
Splint Mail.
Reaper
Is that
of
cool?
Souls. Release date of March 25th for Reaper of Souls.
Oh, the expansion. Okay.
Yeah.
What do armor specializations do? Anything cool? Or are they done?
Specializations?
Yeah. Some
What do you mean?
comment. There's like armor.
Oh, to specialize in types of armor?
Yeah. Armor.
I think it carries less. You can count it as less weight when you carry it.
Oh. That could be really useful. But I don't know that I'm willing to stick with one type of armor forever.
I don't know where to find it though. Maybe in the index we will find it. Maybe under specialization. I don't see anything about armor specialization anywhere. Are you sure it's a thing?
It's very briefly mentioned under armor proficiency in page 72 of it's exactly what you said. You count as half weight. Page 72 of Combat Tactics.
Okay.
Character spends a weapon proficiency slot becoming acquainted with a type of armor. Only suffers half the normal encumbrance for that armor.
Hmm. Okay. You're not getting a shield though?
No.
Okay, cool. Sweet.
I'll probably just start with chainmail, and I'm an armorer. I'll probably build up from there.
You'll need access to a forge and shit.
I will beat up the blacksmith and use his forge.
Alright. Do you know if you want to start in Dwarven lands or non-Dwarven lands?
I am an outcast amongst my people. I could be sort of on the outskirts of Dwarven lands, fleeing Dwarven lands, or far away. I probably, yeah.
Since I don't have any Dwarven lands on any of my maps, it'd probably be best for you to start far away.
Yeah, so you can start wherever.
I'm kind of sad Beryl died.
All right, yeah, I was hoping to see it go farther.
I was really getting into his campaign. I mean, it was a little bit slow moving,
Yeah,
but I really liked how things were
yeah.
progressing.
I was trying to like play it cautious and not go lancing into these people in broad daylight on the open road.
Yeah.
But to be honest, that would have been a much better call. Or even bringing Georgie Boy. I thought he would make too much noise. I was hoping to do that stealthily. Catch a glimpse of the boxes. Oh well. Moving on.
Whatever. Also, evil characters tend to be a little bit more self-driven than lawful characters or good characters. Do you have a current goal for your character, or should I like make up a plot line for you?
I think make up a plot line. I mean, yeah. It's sort of long. I mean, I think he's probably just after power. Wants to make the world kneel at his feet.
Okay.
I don't know. Probably got some inferiority complex from being outcast from his people. I'll think about it.
Hmm. Yes, we get the pun, guys. No need to rub it in.
Damn. Strength sucks, actually.
What is your strength?
It's
11?
It's 11, but it's just like wearing armor with average strength is tough.
Yeah. Well, you can be encumbered by one level without getting any penalties to combat.
That's where I'm going to be. But I'm just thinking long term.
Maybe you should specialize in that weapon or in that armor type.
Yeah. I was thinking I would eventually work towards like half plate or something like that. Which actually weighs less than chainmail. Or it weighs the same as chainmail. Damn. Okay.
I think we're going to start you in Sands Gate. Sands Gate.
So endurance, I can't last longer without food than other people. That's interesting. Endurance.
Don't die, Aaron. If you die, Ryan will starve to death.
No.
Not true at all.
Oh, did you guys ever get that giant like side of cow for your freezer?
Yes.
Yeah, we've got a cow.
How is it?
Fantastic.
Delicious.
I'm pretty jealous.
Should be.
How much does encumbrance deal? I mean, light reduces by 1/3, moderate reduces by 1/2. Is that what we're doing? We're not doing graded movement?
What do you mean?
So 1/3. So I have movement rate 4 if I'm lightly encumbered.
Yeah.
But I can run.
Yeah.
Damn. Slow. I'm not going to be able to run from any fights. That'll be tough.
Never. Unless you're fighting other encumbered dwarves.
I'm like 3 pounds away with my maul, my chainmail, my clothes. 3 pounds away from being mediumly encumbered.
Aww.
And that gives me -1 to attacks, doesn't it? In addition to reducing the movement to 3.
Yes.
Maybe you should the world, but it's shitty.
Maybe you shouldn't have such heavy armor. Maybe you should get less armor.
That sounds dumb. Eventually, I mean, I do have an extra proficiency slot, but I don't want. I think I want to wait and specialize in an armor that's better.
You get a lot of proficiency slots and weapon proficiency slots every 3 levels.
Yeah, and I guess I am not mastering anything, so.
Yeah, you will never need weapon specialization.
But if I ever stumble across a magic weapon, that's something I don't use.
Then you have -2 to attack with it.
Yeah.
Until you learn how to use it. I don't know. Your call. Your call.
Maybe I should. Proficiency in chainmail. But I'm planning. The only reason I. Mission no cost. 75. The only reason I don't have like half plate and a specialty in it is because I don't have the money.
To buy a half plate?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'll let you bank your weapon proficiencies if you want. Or all of your proficiencies if you want.
I only have 1 left.
Okay.
I was planning on spending it, but. full plate with 70 pounds.
Ryan, go to an armorer, kill him, equip full plate mail. If only it worked that way. Then full plate must be custom tailored to the individual. You can't get generic full plate.
I am an armorer. Give me the raw materials and I could make myself full plate.
Yeah, you could.
It still weighs 35 pounds though, even if I specialized in full plate. I was thinking more something along the lines of half plate.
Half plate.
Which somehow weighs the same as chainmail. No, it actually only gives one more AC bonus.
Yeah. You can't destroy God's Well. God's Well is a crater. You can't destroy a crater.
Oh. If I just grab a breastplate, then I'm subject to getting dinged elsewhere.
If you wanted a job as a blacksmith, we wouldn't be playing D&D. It's boring.
Can you think of any languages I should speak? I'm thinking Common, Dwarven, and then probably monster languages, like Orc.
Yeah, whatever you want at that point.
If I want a gnome, hobgoblin.
If you got kicked out of your town, it was probably for colluding with orcs.
Yeah. Be hobgoblin. What are dwarven racial entities?
Ogres, trolls, giants, that sort of thing.
So you're just talking or making that up, you know?
Gnolls, bugbears, ogres, trolls, ogre magi, giants, titans.
So, common, dwarf, gnome, goblin, kobold, orc, or any of the DM allows.
Oops, that was gnomes.
Skip +1 to hit orcs, goblins, and hobgoblins. Ogres, trolls, ogre magi, giants, and titans get -4 to attack because of their small size.
Yeah.
So, orcs, goblins, hobgoblins.
Snoopy Kitty, you have come too late. Ryan's old character Beryl is dead.
Neal killed him in a rape dungeon.
There's no rape dungeon. Stop saying rape dungeon, guys.
This splint mail. Pretty good.
How come Kevin Sorbo hasn't been in anything significant since Hercules?
I have no idea.
Because he's a bad actor? What?
Blasphemy.
I kind of want to time him out for that. What the hell, man? What the hell? He was in Andromeda? I don't even know what Andromeda is. Oh, it was a TV show.
Oh yeah.
Wow, 110 episodes.
Dwarves. Base age 40. I'm just gonna roll for age because I don't know what that means.
Sure. Wow, and he was actually he was the primary character in that. All right, so he wasn't completely useless.
It's 40 and
Yeah,
58 years
great.
old. Sounds old to me, but I guess that's still a young dwarf, huh? Prematurely white hair, though. Or maybe it's
Okay.
always been white. I don't know. I think we've gotten most of the important stuff out of the way.
Yeah.
I'm still thinking some things over that I may consider for the rest of the week, but min-maxing armor and dealing with that last proficiency slot. But I think it's about time to go.
Okay. Are
Want me
you
to,
down for next Sunday, the 16th, at 2 o'clock p.m. Pacific?
yep, that should work just fine. Do you want me to send you this character sheet that I have?
I would love to have a copy of it. So.
It may change between now and the beginning of. Yeah. Oops.
Oh, I mean, you don't have to send it to me now. You can send it to me when you finish filling it out.
Well, it's pretty much filled. I don't know. Do you want to see what I have now, or wait until it's totally complete?
Wait till it's totally complete. There's no need to send it prematurely.
All right.
So
Where did you say I started? Just out of curiosity.
Uh, Sands Gate.
And I don't. We didn't really flesh out the details of my religion, but we can.
Are you priest of a specific mythos?
If you want to deal with what any of those evil gods have, or if I should just be a generic
It's
evil
your call.
beast.
Also, do you want turn undead or control undead?
I would certainly be control undead.
Okay.
But
Maybe you want to turn undead. Okay, control undead.
yeah, unless any of the specific mythos had specific powers that you wanted to deal with, or if we should just. I
No.
mean,
I'm happy with you being generalist if you want to be generalist. If you want to be specific, we'll make you specific. I mean, I'm okay doing whatever.
you don't have any rules in place for any specificness.
No, but I've got a week to come up with them.
Damn it! What did you say that name of the town was?
Sands Gate. You can use the search in the top left corner.
Yeah.
Do you see it on the map?
Yeah. Sans Serif is the name of a. So we're on the edge of.
The cooling sands.
Is
All
like
those little
desert?
blue marks are oases.
Oh, this is pretty cool. Interesting. And what are the black dots?
What black dots? There's blue dots.
A blue? No, like in the towns.
What?
Is this a glitch? I see little black squares in addition to the towns.
Oh, that's because you're logged in as the DM,
Oh.
aren't you?
Oh,
Those are the name points that
okay.
tell you where the maps are. If you right click on them, you remove them, so please don't do that.
Okay.
And if you control click, you can add a name to a location so it shows up on the map. But again, please don't do that.
Haha. Okay. Ooh, we're thinking it's about time to go. But if we want to think about specific mythos, or if I should just be generic evil.
Your call. Entirely your call.
Like, have you? I mean, do you have anything? Have you thought of it? I mean, it's mostly the lesser gods that seem interesting.
No, yeah, I mean the greater gods are very
Right.
general and not very specific.
Ones I was looking at, there was Belfara, is that a goddess of vengeance, anger, wrath, jealousy, blah blah blah. And then there was Fear, feeds on the fears of the world, granting powers to those who seek to cause terror. Ballad's interesting too.
You could do Raycor, Disease, Goddess of Disease.
I don't think so. And that's not, yeah. Cool and all, but I don't think I'm spreading a plague.
Okay.
Subjugating the world.
Sayor, Crafting, Forging, and Creation of Mortals. Smiths, Alchemists, or I'm sorry, Smiths, Architects, and Jewelers. No,
Oh, is it?
he's not evil in the slightest. He's neutral.
Yeah.
Velthara, Vengeance, Anger, Wrath, Jealousy, Revenge. Depicted as a two-headed serpent, one breathing fire and the other breathing frost.
It's pretty cool. I don't know. Maybe we'll think about it over the next week. Is that chill, or do you?
Yeah, go ahead, take your time.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's it for Dicing with Death this week. If you guys stick around, I will continue streaming. I will continue streaming regardless of whether you stick around or not, but that's what's happening after this. So we'll see you guys shortly. Ryan, any last minute shout outs to anything?
I don't think so. I'll see you guys next week.
Don't forget to follow Ryan on Twitter, and we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.
I have a Twitter.